I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The events of September 11th, 2001 touched us all, and that pain was vividly remembered during a series of 10th anniversary observances held throughout the region on Sunday. The Orange County 9/11 Memorial, constructed at the County Arboretum in the town of Hamptonburg, was one of the places where people gathered to mourn the loss of life, including 44 residents of Orange County. Father Bill Scafidi said it's important for us to pass down the legacy of that horrific day to our children.
And in many ways, they will move us forward. They will carry through in that hopefulness, and they will be the teachers of their children. So this day brings about a whole teaching tool that I hope is used properly for the strength of peace, for harmonious ties among nations, and for our young people to, really come to grips with what, they are still yet to do.
Following the program, people placed roses at the Globe Memorial site that contains the names of the county's 9/11 victims. Among the other places where area residents paused to remember September 11th, 10 years later, the town of Deer Park, where the tradition of placing bows and ribbons on a memorial tree outside Town Hall continued. Speakers, including State Senator John Bonasek, talked about the true spirit of America, on display after 9/11 and here after tropical storms devastated parts of our area.
We see the volunteers, we see the neighbors stepping up, helping an American. Americans are strong, they are generous, they are unselfish, they have character second to none, and they step up when people are down. That's the greatness of this country.
Deer Park's observance also included the unveiling of a plaque and a flag of honor at the town's memorial display, the flag containing the names of all the victims of 9/11. In Ulster County, the firehouse at Hose Company No. 1 in Highland was the scene of a service that featured a special event. Part of the Highland Remembers program included the display of a monument that features a 4x4, 400-pound steel beam that had been acquired from the World Trade Center site. The piece of floor beam from one of the fallen towers providing a symbol of the lives lost in a country that was forever changed. And in Sullivan County, firemen with helmets in hand marched up Sullivan Street in Wurtsboro to take part in the village's service and candlelight vigil to honor the fallen, that being held last evening at Veterans Memorial Park. In other news, Town of Newburgh police have been attempting to sort out what happened during a disturbance at a restaurant late Saturday night where two young men were wounded by gunfire. It happened at Alvidge Restaurant on North Plank Road during a private birthday party that was being held for a teenage girl. The guest list included about 150 people, but trouble erupted when word of the party spread via cell phone and social networking sites, and dozens of uninvited guests showed up. The two people that were shot have been identified as 16-year-old Donchevel Nugent of Newburgh and 22-year-old Christopher Garcia. Both suffered apparently non-life-threatening wounds to the upper body. Newburgh Town Police say a middle-aged man connected with the restaurant is the shooter, but no charges had yet been filed since police were given conflicting stories about what happened. Short time later, a money bag was stolen from the night manager of a nearby Burger King. Police are investigating to determine if the suspect could have been one of the dozens of kids who fled the area of the restaurant. And the recent storms may now be a painful memory for many of you, but their impact is still being felt on several of the area's roadways and bridges. Many streets and roads remain closed because of flooding or damage. East Main Street near the New Orange Regional Medical Center in the town of Wallkill is one of the many places where a traffic detour remains in effect because of flooding. This morning, town resident Jack Palazek was one of the motorists who needed to find another way to get where he wanted to go.
It's been mostly an inconvenience driving and trying to get around and trying to get out one way or the other. but that's a minor inconvenience that I feel compared to what some of these people have gone through in the past couple of weeks. I feel sorry for the poor people who have been put out of their homes and have lost so much, and whose lives have really been interrupted tremendously.
Not everyone was paying attention to the road closed signs and barricades. This man took it upon himself to move the barriers and drive through the closed section of roadway. Record Online is providing an updated listing of roads that remain closed in Orange and Ulster counties. Sunshine and warm temperatures will dominate our weather tomorrow. The forecast is for a mostly sunny day Tuesday, with temperatures reaching the mid-80s. Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a chance of an isolated thunderstorm. The highs will top out at around 80 degrees. For news when it breaks, keep clicking back here at Record Online and get all the stories important to you in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.